to welcome you to our tour today. For those of you who don't know me very well, my name is Kelsey and I am originally from Chicago. And my husband and I moved to Valencia, Spain last February. We're loving it, it's beautiful, and I have been taking quite a few trips lately, so this is one of the beautiful places that I am so excited to bring you to. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to Coimbra. Nestled along the serene banks of the Mondego River in central Portugal, Coimbra is a city steeped in history and academic prestige. Home to one of the oldest universities in the world, the University of Coimbra, founded in the year 1290, this city has long been a center of learning and culture, perfect for us. The university's stunning hilltop campus, with its iconic Joanina Library and Baroque-style buildings, stands as a testament to Coimbra's rich intellectual heritage. Beyond its academic accolades, though, Coimbra boasts a captivating old town characterized by winding alleyways, historic churches, and picturesque squares. Us visitors can explore the city's medieval streets, visit the impressive Coimbra Cathedral, and soak in the vibrant atmosphere of its bustling cafes and traditional fado music venues. With its blend of academic excellence, cultural richness, and architectural splendor, Coimbra offers travelers a truly unforgettable experience in the heart of Portugal. Let's explore Coimbra! Okay, while we explore all of these beautiful things, let me tell you a little bit about religion in relation to Portugal's heritage. Religion has played a significant role in shaping the history and culture of Portugal, with Christianity being the predominant faith since the Roman period. In the early Middle Ages, the Christianization of Portugal was closely linked to the Reconquista, a centuries-long campaign to reclaim the Iberian Peninsula from Muslim rule. The Portuguese monarchy, particularly during the reign of King Alfonso I, Alfonso Henriques, fostered close ties with the Catholic Church and the establishment of monasteries and religious institutions that helped solidify Christianity as the country's dominant religion. Over time, Portugal became known as a staunchly Catholic nation, with the Church exerting considerable influence over both spiritual and secular matters. The 20th century witnessed significant shifts in Portugal's religious landscape, marked by the decline of traditional Catholic practices and the rise of secularism. The Second Vatican Council from 1962 to 1965 prompted reforms within the Catholic Church, leading to changes in religious practices and attitudes among Portuguese Catholics. Additionally, Portugal's transition to democracy in the 1970s brought about greater religious pluralism and tolerance, as the country embraced freedom of religion and welcomed immigrants from diverse cultural and religious backgrounds. Today, while Catholicism remains the dominant faith, Portugal is characterized by religious diversity, with adherents of other Christian denominations, Islam, Judaism, and other faiths contributing to the country's rich religious tapestry. Portugal's religious history is deeply intertwined with its rich cultural heritage, shaped by centuries of influences from various civilizations. Christianity first arrived in the region during the Roman Empire's rule, with evidence of early Christian communities dating back to the early 3rd century. Following the fall of the Roman Empire, the Visigoths and later the Moors occupied the Iberian Peninsula, each leaving their mark on this religious landscape. The Reconquista, a series of military campaigns, led to the gradual Christian reconquest of the territory, culminating in the establishment of Portugal as an independent kingdom in 1139. During the Age of Discovery in the 15th and 16th centuries, Portugal played a pivotal role in spreading Christianity to new lands, particularly through exploration and colonization. Portuguese explorers, driven by religious fervor and the desire to expand their empire and their wallets, established trade routes and missionary outposts in Africa and the Americas. This period saw the spread of Catholicism to far-flung territories, accompanied by the construction of churches, cathedrals, and monasteries to propagate their faith. The Portuguese Empire's maritime prowess and missionary zeal contributed to the global dissemination of Christianity, leaving an enduring legacy that continues to influence Portugal's religious identity to this day. Now, some interesting things to know about religion in Portugal. As we spoke about, the Catholicism dominance. Portugal is predominantly Catholic, with the majority of its population identifying as Roman Catholic. The influence of Catholicism permeates various aspects of Portuguese culture and society. Patron saint festivals. Portugal celebrates numerous festivals dedicated to saints throughout the year. These festivities often include religious processions, music, dancing, and traditional cuisine, attracting locals and tourists alike. Fatima Sanctuary. The Sanctuary of Fatima is one of the most important Marian shrines in the world, drawing millions of pilgrims each year. It commemorates the apparitions of the Virgin Mary to 3 shepherd children in 1917. Religious architecture. Portugal boasts an abundance of stunning religious architecture, including grand cathedrals, ornate churches, and picturesque chapels. These architectural gems showcase various styles, from Romanesque and Gothic to Baroque and Manueline. Semana Santa, Holy Week, is observed with great fervor in Portugal. It features solemn processions, reenactments of the Passion of Christ, and elaborate religious rituals, providing a deeply spiritual experience for participants. Pilgrimage routes. Portugal is home to several pilgrimage routes, such as the Camino Português and Camino de Fátima, which attract pilgrims seeking spiritual growth and reflection as they journey through scenic landscapes and historic towns. Religious art. Portuguese religious art is renowned for its beauty and intricacy, with masterpieces adorning churches, museums, and monasteries across the country. Notable works include paintings, sculptures, and ornate altarpieces. Feast of São João. Celebrated on June 23rd, the Feast of São João is one of Portugal's most lively and colorful festivals. It honors Saint John the Baptist with street parties, fireworks, bonfires, and traditional customs, particularly in Porto. Religious tolerance. While Catholicism is predominant, Portugal upholds religious tolerance and freedom of worship. The country respects and accommodates diverse religious beliefs, fostering a harmonious existence among different faith communities. Spiritual retreats. Portugal offers numerous opportunities for spiritual retreats and contemplative experiences, with monasteries, convents, and retreat centers providing tranquil settings for meditation, prayer, and spiritual renewal. Alright, so while we are checking out some of these beautiful locations, let me tell you about traditional Portuguese ceramic tiles called azulejos. Azulejos are an integral part of the country's cultural heritage and architectural identity. The history of azulejos dates back to the Moorish occupation of the Iberian Peninsula in the 8th century, when the technique of glazed ceramic tile making was introduced. Initially, azulejos were used to adorn the walls of mosques and palaces, featuring intricate geometric patterns and floral motifs inspired by Islamic art. Following the Reconquista and the establishment of Portugal as an independent kingdom, the use of azulejos expanded, with Christian rulers incorporating them into churches, monasteries, and public buildings as decorative elements. During the Age of Discovery, azulejos gained further prominence as Portuguese explorers brought back exotic motifs and artistic influences from their voyages to distant lands. This led to the evolution of azulejos, with new themes such as maritime scenes, religious iconography, and narrative panels depicting historical events becoming popular. The Golden Age of azulejos flourished in the 16th and 17th centuries, with master craftsmen creating stunning tiled facades and interiors that adorned palaces, mansions, and public squares across Portugal. Today, azulejos continue to be cherished as a symbol of Portuguese craftsmanship and artistic expression, adorning buildings, streetscapes, and public spaces throughout the country. The production of azulejos involves a meticulous process that combines traditional craftsmanship with modern techniques. Skilled artisans begin by shaping clay into square or rectangular tiles, which are then dried and fired in kilns to achieve the desired hardness and durability. Once fired, the tiles are coated with a white glaze, providing a smooth surface for painting. The intricate designs are then meticulously hand-painted onto the glazed surface using mineral-based pigments, with each brushstroke requiring precision and attention to detail. After painting, the tiles are fired once again at high temperatures to fix the colors and create a protective layer of glaze. In addition to their decorative beauty, azulejos also serve as valuable historical and cultural artifacts, offering insights into Portugal's past and artistic traditions. Many azulejos panels feature scenes from Portuguese history, including significant events such as the Age of Discovery, battles, and royal ceremonies. Others depict everyday life in Portugal, showcasing scenes of rural landscapes, village festivals, and traditional crafts. By preserving and showcasing these historic tiles, Portugal celebrates its cultural heritage and promotes an appreciation for the artistry and craftsmanship that have defined azulejos for centuries. Today, azulejos continue to be an integral part of Portuguese architecture and culture, with new generations of artisans carrying on the tradition and creating innovative designs that honor the past while embracing the future. Let me tell you some interesting things to know about azulejos. They are ceramic tiles, typically featuring blue and white designs, although they can also incorporate other colors. The word azulejo comes from the Arabic word al-thulay, meaning polished stone. Azulejos are commonly used to decorate the facades of buildings, walls, floors, and even ceilings. Traditional azulejos are hand-painted and glazed, with each tile meticulously crafted by skilled artisans. Azulejos can be found in various architectural styles, from medieval churches and Renaissance palaces to modern buildings. The patterns and motifs depicted on azulejos often reflect Portugal's rich history, culture, and maritime heritage. Some of the most famous azulejos panels depict scenes from Portuguese history, mythology, and daily life. Azulejos are not only decorative, but also serve functional purposes, such as providing insulation and protection from the elements. The art of azulejo making has been recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Visitors of Portugal can explore the beauty of azulejos in museums, historic sites, and urban landscapes, experiencing firsthand the timeless allure and artistic significance of the azulejos tiles. What's your favorite destination to admire azulejos tiles? Let me know in the comments below. Now, while we walk, let me tell you a little bit about the importance and history of Portuguese festivals. Portugal is renowned for its vibrant and diverse festival culture, which reflects the country's rich history, cultural heritage, and religious traditions. One of the most significant festivals in Portugal is the Festa de São João, celebrated in Porto and other cities across the country on the night of June 23rd. This lively festival honors Saint John the Baptist and features an array of traditions, including street parties, fireworks, and the iconic practice of hitting each other with garlic flowers or plastic hammers. Festa de São João is deeply rooted in Portuguese folklore and serves as a joyous celebration of community spirit and shared identity. Another prominent festival in Portugal is the Festa dos Tabuleiros, held every 4 years in the historic town of Tomar. Dating back to the 13th century, this religious festival revolves around the procession of tabuleiros, or trays, adorned with bread and flowers, symbolizing abundance and fertility. The Festa dos Tabuleiros is a colorful and elaborate affair, featuring traditional music, dance performances, and religious ceremonies that pay homage to the Holy Spirit. With its deep cultural significance and centuries-old traditions, this festival serves as a testament to Portugal's enduring connection to its past and its commitment to preserving its cultural heritage for future generations. We already talked about the Feast of St. John on June 23rd and the Festival of the Trays in Tomar, but let me tell you about a few other important festivals. There is the Festa de São Gonçalo, celebrated in Amarante on the first Sunday after Easter. This festival pays tribute to Saint Gonçalo with lively street festivals, processions, and the exchange of phallic-shaped cakes, known as the Folar de São Gonçalo, symbolizing fertility and prosperity. Festas de Lisboa, or Lisbon festivities. Taking place throughout the month of June, these festivities celebrate Lisbon's patron saint, Saint Anthony, with colorful street decorations, music, dance, and the famous marchas populares, where neighborhoods compete in parades with elaborate costumes and choreography. Last but not least, the Romaria da Nossa Senhora da Agônia, held in the Viana do Castelo in late August. This religious festival honors Our Lady of Agony with vibrant procession, folk music, traditional costumes, and the famous Cortejo Etnográfico, a parade showcasing the region's cultural heritage. What's your favorite festival in Portugal? Let me know in the comments below. Now, we can't talk about Portugal without talking about the food. You all know I'm such a foodie, so let me tell you a little bit about the food in Portugal. Food holds an immense cultural significance in Portugal, reflecting this country's rich history, diverse landscapes, and maritime heritage. Portuguese cuisine is characterized by its use of fresh, locally sourced ingredients, flavorful spices, and a variety of seafood. The nation's culinary traditions are deeply rooted in its history of exploration and trade, with influences from Mediterranean, African, and Asian cuisines. Staple ingredients like olive oil, garlic, and bacalhau, or salted cod, feature prominently in Portuguese dishes, along with an abundance of fresh fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Portuguese culinary heritage is celebrated through its vibrant food culture, with traditional dishes enjoyed in homes, restaurants, and festivals across the country. From hearty stews like cocido à portuguesa to iconic desserts like pastéis de nata or custard tarts, Portuguese cuisine offers a diverse array of flavors and textures to tantalize the taste buds. Seafood lovers will delight in the abundance of fresh fish and shellfish dishes, while meat enthusiasts can savor succulent grilled meats and sausages. With its emphasis on simplicity, quality ingredients, and bold flavors, Portuguese cuisine continues to captivate the hearts of diners around the world. Maybe their stomachs too. So, some interesting things to know about Portuguese food. Bacalhau, or salted cod, is a cornerstone of Portuguese cuisine, with hundreds of recipes featuring this versatile ingredient. Portugal is renowned for its seafood dishes, including grilled sardines, seafood rice, arroz de marisco, and cataplana, or seafood stew. Pastéis de nata, creamy custard tarts with flaky pastry, are a beloved Portuguese pastry enjoyed throughout the country. Caldo verde, a traditional soup made with kale, potatoes, and chorizo, is a comforting and hearty dish popular in Portugal. Portuguese wines, including Vinho Verde, Port, and Madeira, are celebrated for their quality and diversity, with vineyards scattered across the country. Feijoada, a hearty bean stew with pork, is a popular comfort food and enjoyed in Portugal, especially during festivals and celebrations. Piri-piri sauce, made from spicy chili peppers, olive oil, and vinegar, adds a fiery kick to many Portuguese dishes, especially grilled meats and seafood. Portuguese desserts are a sweet indulgence with specialties like pastel de feijão or bean pastry, bolo de bolocha, cookie cake, and tucino de seu or almond cake. Traditional Portuguese cuisine emphasizes the importance of sharing meals with family and friends, fostering a sense of community and togetherness around the dining table. What's your favorite Portuguese meal? Let me know in the comments below. Now, while we walk and see all of these beautiful things, let me tell you a little bit about the Age of Discovery in Portugal. This was known as the Age of Exploration, and it was a transformative period in Portuguese history that shaped this nation's identity and global influence. Beginning in the 15th century, Portuguese navigators embarked on ambitious voyages of exploration, seeking new trade routes, territories, and of course, riches. Led by pioneers such as Prince Henry the Navigator, Portuguese sailors ventured into uncharted waters, mapping coastlines, establishing trading posts, and making significant discoveries that expanded Europe's knowledge of the world. Portugal's strategic location on the Atlantic Ocean, combined with the advancements in navigation and shipbuilding, enabled this country to play a leading role in the exploration and colonization of distant lands, laying the foundation for a vast overseas empire. The Age of Discovery brought profound changes to Portugal, ushering in an era of economic prosperity, cultural exchange, and geopolitical power. Portuguese explorers established trade networks that connected Europe, Africa, Asia, and the Americas, facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies across continents. Portugal's maritime empire encompassed territories in Africa, Asia, and South America, including Brazil and Macau, contributing to the country's wealth and prestige. The discoveries made during this period, including Goa, revolutionized European perceptions of the world, leading to advancements in cartography, astronomy, and science. The legacy of the Age of Discovery endures in Portugal's national identity, with landmarks, monuments, and museums commemorating the achievements of the country's pioneering explorers. Some interesting things to note about the Age of Discovery in Portugal. Prince Henry the Navigator, a member of the Portuguese royal family, played a key role in promoting maritime exploration and establishing navigation schools in Portugal. Portuguese sailors were the first Europeans to reach the southern tip of Africa, known as the Cape of Good Hope, in 1488, under the command of Bartholomew Dias. Vasco da Gama, his historic voyage to India in 1498, established a direct sea route from Europe to Asia, opening lucrative trade opportunities for Portugal. In the year 1500, Pedro Álvares Cabral discovered Brazil while en route to India, leading to the colonization of the largest country in South America. Portuguese explorers established trading posts and colonies along the coast of Africa and Asia, including in present-day Angola, Mozambique, Goa, and Malacca. The Treaty of Tordesillas, signed in 1494 between Portugal and Spain, divided the newly discovered lands outside Europe between these two nations, with Portugal receiving rights to territories east of a designated meridian. Portugal's maritime empire reached its zenith in the 16th century, with Portuguese explorers reaching as far as Japan and establishing a trading post in Nagasaki. The Age of Discovery led to cultural exchanges between Europe and other regions of the world, with Portuguese explorers bringing back exotic goods, spices, and knowledge from their voyage. The city of Lisbon served as a hub for maritime exploration, with the iconic Belém Tower and monument to the discoveries commemorating Portugal's maritime heritage. The Age of Discovery transformed Portugal into a global superpower and established Portuguese as one of the world's major colonial languages, leaving a lasting impact on world history and geography. As Portugal expanded its maritime empire during the Age of Discovery, the country became a dominant force in global trade and exploration. Portuguese sailors, navigators, and merchants ventured into uncharted territories, establishing trading posts, colonies, and shipping routes that spanned continents. The spice trade, in particular, played a crucial role in Portugal's economic prosperity, with the acquisition of valuable commodities such as pepper, cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg from Asia, driving commerce and fueling European demand for exotic goods. Portuguese explorers also sought to spread Christianity to the newly discovered lands, leading to the conversion of indigenous populations and the establishment of missionary efforts in the regions such as Africa, Asia, and the Americas. Portugal's colonial ambitions and overseas expansion led to conflicts with rival European powers, most notably its neighbor Spain, which contested Portugal's claims to newly discovered territories. The Treaty of Tordesillas, negotiated in 1494, sought to divide the newly discovered lands between Portugal and Spain, with Portugal gaining rights to territories east of a designated meridian, including Brazil and parts of Africa and Asia. However, tensions persisted, resulting in military conflicts and diplomatic negotiations that shaped the course of Portuguese history. Despite facing challenges such as piracy, political instability, and competition from other European powers, Portugal's maritime empire continued to thrive, establishing a legacy of exploration, trade, and cultural exchange that endured for centuries. Some interesting facts for you. As Portugal's maritime empire expanded, the country became a center of cultural exchange and innovation, with Portuguese explorers bringing back knowledge, goods, and ideas from distant lands. The influx of wealth from overseas territories fueled a period of artistic flourishing known as the Portuguese Renaissance, characterized by advancements in literature, music, architecture, and the visual arts. Portuguese artists, writers, and intellectuals drew inspiration from both classical sources and the diverse cultures encountered during overseas expeditions, resulting in a rich tapestry of artistic expression that blended European, African, and Asian, as well as indigenous influences. Despite the decline of Portugal's global influence in subsequent centuries, the legacy of the Age of Discovery continues to shape this country's identity and cultural heritage. The discoveries made by Portuguese explorers opened up new trade routes, expanded geographical knowledge, and facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies between continents. Portugal's maritime achievements also left an indelible mark on world history, contributing to the globalization of commerce, the spread of Christianity, and the development of international relations. Today, Portugal celebrates its maritime heritage through museums, monuments, and cultural events that honor the pioneering spirit of its explorers and the enduring legacy of the Age of Discovery. So, as we explore, let me tell you a little bit about the history and importance of the Portuguese people. Portugal's people are deeply rooted in a rich tapestry of history, culture, and tradition that has shaped the nation's identity over centuries. Descendants of various civilizations that have inhabited this region, including Celtic, Roman, and Moorish influences, the Portuguese people have a strong sense of pride in their heritage. Family bonds hold great importance, with gatherings often centered around delicious meals and lively conversations. Furthermore, hospitality is ingrained in Portuguese culture, with visitors often greeted warmly and treated with genuine kindness. Warm hospitality. Portuguese people are known for their welcoming nature, eagerly sharing their culture and traditions with visitors. Festive spirit. Experience Portugal's vibrant festivals and celebrations, such as the Festa de São João in Porto and the Festa dos Tabuleiros in Tomar. Musical heritage. Enjoy the soul-stirring sounds of fado, Portugal's melancholic music genre that expresses the essence of Portuguese life and emotions. Love for football, or soccer in the U.S. Join passionate football fans in cheering for their favorite teams, with football being a beloved national pastime. Culinary traditions. Delight your taste buds with Portuguese cuisine, renowned for its fresh seafood, flavorful meats, and delectable pastries. Artistic expression. Explore Portugal's artistic heritage through its impressive architecture, traditional cafes, and contemporary art scene. Laid-back lifestyle. Embrace the relaxed pace of life in Portugal, where enjoying the simple pleasures and savoring the moment are cherished values to Portuguese people. Strong community bonds. Witness the sense of community in Portuguese towns and villages, where neighbors support one another and come together for local events. Respect for tradition. Discover Portugal's reverence for tradition, evident in customs like the Festa dos Tabuleiros and the Romaria de São Miguel in Viana do Castelo. Spirit of exploration. Learn about Portugal's pioneering spirit and adventurous people, exemplified by historic explorers like Vasco da Gama and Ferdinand Magellan. Portugal's people are known for their resilience and adaptability, traits forged through centuries of navigating both triumphs and challenges. Despite the country's small size, its people have made significant contributions to the world in areas such as exploration, literature, and science. From the age of discovery to the present day, Portuguese individuals have left an indelible mark on global culture, with figures like Fernando Pessoa, José Saramago, and Antonio Gutierrez exemplifying the nation's intellectual and creative prowess. Furthermore, the Portuguese are proud of their diverse heritage, reflecting a blend of cultures from around the world. This multiculturalism is evident in the nation's cuisine, music, and traditions, which showcase influences from Africa, Asia, and the Americas. Portugal's people embrace this diversity, fostering an inclusive society where different backgrounds are celebrated and respected. In recent years, Portugal has also welcomed immigrants from various countries, enriching its cultural tapestry and further strengthening ties with the global community. Now, as the melodies of fado echo through the narrow streets and the ancient walls of Coimbra stand as silent witnesses to the centuries of history, bidding farewell to this enchanting city is a bittersweet affair. With its storied past, vibrant cultural scene, and timeless allure, Coimbra leaves an indelible impression on all who have the privilege of exploring its winding alleys and historic landmarks. Whether strolling through its picturesque gardens, marveling at its ornate architecture, or immersing ourselves in the rich academic legacy, Coimbra offers a wealth of experiences that captivate the heart and soul. As we bid adieu to this venerable city, may the memories of its cobblestone streets, charming cafes, and welcoming ambiance linger fondly in our minds, inspiring dreams of future journeys and adventures yet to unfold. Until we meet again, may the spirit of Coimbra continue to beckon travelers from near and far, inviting them to discover the timeless beauty and boundless charm of Portugal's historic heartland. Thank you for joining me in Coimbra. For a more in-depth look at this location, as well as over 100 locations around the world, check out my Explore with Kelsey tours in the Buy Me a Coffee links in the information below this video. Happy travels! Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for your donations, for your tips, for your PayPals, and as always, thank you for being a part of my traveling family. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye, everyone. Don't forget to follow and like this video for more with me, Explore with Kelsey.